What up guys, this is Steve from Outside Studios, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how you can achieve whatever it is that you want, how you can get anything, whether that be material stuff or it could just be positive qualities you want to bring up to the surface. And the one secret that underlies all of this is Reticular Activating System, RAS. Well, your Reticular Activating System is basically just a bundle of nerves at the base of your brainstem, or just a part of your brain that filters all the data around you. If you don't know what RAS is, you are in trouble, okay? I believe that every single person on this planet should spend just weeks contemplating what RAS is, because this is like the key to success in any area of your life. It's found in some philosophies, such as the law of attraction and shit like that, but I think that this is the root cause to how things like the law of attraction work. And I'll also give 2 actionable steps that you can put into your life right now to start achieving the things that you want to achieve. And so we have the RAS in our brain as a natural mechanism to just allow in the things that are important to us. There are millions of bits of information that we are being exposed to, and our brains can't process it all. So it has to have a filter to only allow in the important things that we need to know. This is the reason why if you go to court and you can have multiple witnesses giving completely different accounts of the same event that happened. This is also why every single person that watches this video will have a different opinion on it and will get something different out of it, because we all focus on different things. You might be focusing on this painting right behind me, or this plant, or you might be just focusing on what I'm saying, whatever it is, or all of the above. But either way, your main focus is going to be on one thing. It's going to be different for everyone. Everyone's RAS is different. And that's why you can never know exactly what it is someone else is thinking or experiencing. Everyone has a different past, everyone has a different lifestyle, everyone sees the world differently. This is why you need feedback from different people, especially mentors or people who are doing the things that you want to be doing. So that leads me to the first actionable tip you can take from this video, which is to ask feedback from people that you trust on how you can improve yourself. Whether that just be like how you can improve your personality, or any type of flaws that you may have, or like maybe you're working on a project, and just ask for feedback from as many people as you can. This is important because we all have blind spots. We can't view ourselves without our ego getting in the way. So you want to have feedback from a lot of people. You know, ask just, oh, how can I improve my personality, or what kind of flaws do I have that I don't see? Most people aren't going to be honest enough to tell you how they really feel, and that's because like 90% of the world can't really take on constructive criticism. It's gonna it hurts. Like, it hurts our ego a little bit. But if you ask just 5 people and maybe they just give you like 25% of how they really feel, that's great. Like, it allows you to be aware of the things that you might have not even been aware of. So that's amazing. Just even if they sugarcoated it, if you can just pick apart the basic idea of what they're trying to say, that's good. You know, you have a few things on what you know you can work on. So ideally you want to have mentors that you can learn from, but you also want to have peers that you can relate to. And then on top of that, what's even better is to have mentors, peers to relate to, and then people that you can teach, so you can reinforce these ideas that you've learned, because teaching is the best way of learning. So there's a selfish reason to why I make these videos. I want to reinforce these ideas that I've learned, and I want to really remember them. If you really want to learn something and get it like deep into your brain, you should learn it enough so that you can teach it to someone else. There are 2 things that manipulate your RAS. Those 2 things are values and threats. So your RAS will naturally gravitate towards that which is of value and that which is of threat. So things of value could be, you know, let's say you're watching this video and someone attractive just walks by and starts doing something over here. Your focus is going to be on them. You're not going to be able to see me. Like, you're not going to be paying attention to me, because in that environment, that's a value. Or let's just say you're watching this video and you smell your favorite food coming from the other room. Your attention is not going to be on me anymore. It's going to shift somewhere else. Threats are also a huge one in which your RAS shifts onto. Like, if you're watching this video and some stranger with a knife walks into your room right now, you're not going to give a fuck about this video at all.
What the hell? What is this guy doing in my room with a knife?
That's simple. I mean, your evolutionary brain has evolved to a point to only recognize threats and value. That's just how it is. In my last video, I talked about how mainstream media, among other things, always loves talking about threats and getting us fearful or stressed out. So now you can kind of understand why they do this. I mean, our attention goes to wherever the threat is or wherever the value is. So if they're talking about threat, we're gonna get more glued onto the screen of whatever they're telling us about. That's just natural human behavior. Once you start understanding the reticular activating system, things in mainstream media and in marketing, they start seeming obvious to you. Like, how the over insistence on threats and value. The other thing that your RAS does is it confirms existing beliefs. This is the biggest reason on why you should learn about RAS. It confirms whatever you already know. As in, you're mainly gonna remember the things that already confirm whatever you believe. And it's gonna be harder for you to see the things that challenge your beliefs. This is why people who view themselves as financially poor will never become rich, or it'll be very, very hard to become rich because they're battling themselves too. They're battling their beliefs in order to get rich. When you view yourself as a poor person, you're going to block out opportunities. You might have certain beliefs too about how you think that to be rich, you have to be manipulative or scam people or be scummy. And so all the opportunities that come your way, you can't even see it. And that's kind of an overgeneralization. Like, many people in poverty have a really rough upbringing and they have really bad role models, and they live in very scary environments. So it's an overgeneralization. I'm painting with a broad brush, but you get the general idea, which is that your beliefs reinforce your reality. In the last video, I talked about the Pygmalion effect, and this is kind of similar, but it's called confirmation bias. And it's the same reason why people who say that they're always late, what you notice is that they're always late. People who say that they can never lose weight. It's just a continual loop. Do I want to go red or do I want to go green? So the cycle goes like this. The more proof that you see, the stronger your belief is. The stronger your belief is, the more you're going to tell yourself it. The more you tell yourself about it, the more proof that you'll see, the stronger the belief, and so on and so forth. Another way you can view it is that your identity creates your beliefs, which causes your actions, which strengthens your identity. That's the fucking ugliest, that's the ugliest circle. But you get it. Your identity, whatever you identify yourself as, dictate whatever beliefs that you have in your head, your thoughts, all of that stuff, whatever you believe. And whatever you believe and whatever you think informs how you act. And how you act just further reinforces, oh, I am this person. It's a loop. It'll happen over and over, and it's strengthening it the more it goes around and around. So this is why learning about RAS is so damn important, man. You need to learn about this stuff. And so that's why positive self-talk is so damn important, because you set your RAS to focus on your good qualities rather than your inadequacies. And then your RAS will show you more proof that your new belief is true. That's why one of the first things any good self-development program does is it gets you to stop viewing yourself as a victim and instead as the sole creator of your life. It shows you that you can do it too, that anyone that you see doing anything that you want to do, you can do it as well. They don't have any superpower. What one man can do, you can do too. And the third thing is, it just shifts your RAS shifting to focus on different things. Because there are millions of things that we are not aware of. There are millions of things that we are not conscious of. That's what raising your consciousness really means. It's just becoming more conscious of things. It's not some like spiritual bullshit. It's you're becoming more aware of things that you were not once aware of. So this is what any good teacher or spiritual life coach should do. They should be aware of what their client's RAS is, what kind of beliefs they have, what kind of beliefs they are willing to change, and which beliefs they are not willing to change. And then they get to work on fixing that person's life or whatever issue that they want to get resolved. That's all they do. It's all it is RAS shifting. It's just bringing your awareness onto something else. The second pragmatic, actionable tip you should do right after this video is to write down in your journal or on a piece of paper your goals and get as specific as possible. Goal setting is one of the most proven, important steps in getting whatever it is that you actually want. But seriously, how many people are actually doing this with all areas of their life? Write down and get specific on what it is that you want. Everything, whatever it is that you want. You can't just expect your life to unfold magically and end up with the perfect life without you actually sitting down and thinking about what it is that you really want. Most people aren't doing this because for whatever reason, they're afraid of not actually achieving their goals and then feeling like a failure. Like, fuck that, man. Like, just write down what it is and update it every once in a while. So my favorite study on goal setting is from this Tony Robbins article. Basically what it was is that in 1979, the Harvard MBA program conducted a study where graduate students were asked, Have you set clear goals? Have you written goals for your future and made plans to accomplish them? Only 3% had written goals and plans. 13% had goals, but they weren't in writing. And 84% had no goals at all. 10 years later, the same group was interviewed again. The 13% of class who had goals but did not write them down was earning twice the amount of the 84% of people who had no goals. The 3% who had written down the goals were making 10 times as much as the other 97% of the class combined. That's crazy. And why is this? When you write your goals and when you get clear on what it is exactly that you want, you set your RAS to focus on any opportunities that might come your way to help you in achieving that goal. And when you tell your friends and family about your goals, you set their RAS onto your goal as well. You can have it to where they notice opportunities and let you know about it because it aligns with your goals. And it doesn't have to be like big life goals either. You know, if they just know about your interests and things that you're interested in, they might let you know like, oh, there's a sale going on at this store. You know, you should check it out. It could be something small like that. I really hope that you guys get this down because the earlier on that you understand this, the less opportunities will pass you by without you recognizing them. In the study that I just talked about, I mean, they used money as a metric for how successful these students were doing. But really, there's many metrics that determine your quality of life. But writing down your goals is the first step to actually achieving them. Like if your goal is just to be a generally happier person, write that down. Like write down what things make you happy already, what things you want more of in your life. If you just want to travel more, write that down. Like write about the cities that you want to travel to. Write about what the things you want to do in those cities are. Like what it is that you're going to those cities for. The things you want to do. The people you want to go with. Write that all down. So right now, take a moment to write down your goals and get specific. And make sure that they're SMART goals. As in they're specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and within a certain time frame. You're setting yourself up for any opportunity that might come your way that can help you actualize that goal, and then you can seize it right away. You'll notice it, and then you can act on that opportunity. So I hope everyone who watches this video, great success in their life, and I hope that you're able to learn something about your RAS and about achieving your goals and your dreams. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time, man. Peace out.